Hey everyone, I have a bit of an unstructured rant video for you. Well, no, structured. So, while I was in the shower, I came up with this idea for a video that was about real numbers, and it was about whole numbers. And my thought was, you know how each letter has an English word that corresponds to it, like this? What would happen if we took every single English word for every single whole number from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to infinity? If we took all of them and listed them out, what would be the most common letter in that set? Well, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. It would probably be either I or L, but I'm still figuring that out. But while I was thinking about that, while I was ranting to myself in the shower there, I had another idea that I think is a lot easier for me to do immediately. So, here's a little side tangent. While I was thinking about how there are two letters that I'm pretty sure are never used in any whole number ever, J and K, while I was thinking about how there are no whole numbers that can be used with J or K, I realized as I was going to give examples for every single letter being used except for J and K, I realized million has LMNO, 4 consecutive letters. That's insane. I love that. So I thought about it, and million has 4 consecutive letters. What is the highest amount of consecutive letters we can get? Like A, B, C, D. Is there one that uses every single letter of the alphabet not consecutively, this one doesn't even use consecutively, but a bunch of letters that are like in the alphabet, they're in order, they're consecutively ordered, and they all show up in the number. Obviously not every single letter is used, as we just said, J and K don't appear in anything, but could we get 24 letters? Since J and K are right next to each other, and I am counting Z and A as being, I'm counting them as consecutive because I'm allowing wraparounds. But this doesn't even really matter because Z actually can't be used either. And the reason Z can't be used is because it only appears in one whole number, 0, and I think you see the problem here. It only appears in 0, and there's no way to integrate 0. There's no way to put 0 in any other thing. Like, it's not like 1 where you can just like 1,000 or like 101. That's just not it. You can't do that with 0. You can't have 0, 100 of something like 1,000, 0, 100. No, there's just 1,000. So yeah, 0 doesn't work, and so Z doesn't work either. Meaning we have access to every single letter except for J, K, and Z. But that also means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At most, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 consecutive letters that we can do. And I'll give examples of all of them where they show up. A appears in 1,000. A can appear in 1,000, B in billion. C is the highest one of all of these. It's octillion, I'm pretty sure. Octillion. D appears again in 1,000. E can appear in 8. Wait, actually, no, I don't even need to use that. This eraser's horrible. Whatever, I'll just keep it. E appears in 8. F has 5. And E. G, H, I are all in 8 as well. G, H, I, J. There's no J or K. So L appears again in billion. And million, as we already covered earlier, L, M, N, O. P appears in another big one, septillion. P. Q and R appear in quadrillion. Q, R. S appears again in 1,000, septillion, and a lot of these others. T appears in basically everything. Septillion, 8, octillion, 1,000. It appears in a lot of these. U appears in 1,000 again. V in 5. W in 20. X in 6 or 60 or like sextillion. 6. Y again here in 20, and Z only in 0, which we covered and we're not going to use. So we have 1,000, billion, octillion, 8, 5, million, septillion, quadrillion, 26. So what's the lowest number I can think of that uses all of these? Well, it's 1 octillion, 1 septillion. Oh wait, I should probably write this like left. I'll write this here. 1 octillion, 1 septillion, 0 sextillion, 0 quintillion. So we're not actually counting the 0 quintillions here, but you know. 1 quadrillion, 0 trillion, 1 billion, 1 million, 1,000, maybe? Does that work? And 526. Does that actually work? We have 1,000, a billion, a 1,000 million, billion, C, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, octillion, 1,000 we already covered, 5, E, F, G. Did I get G? No, I didn't get G. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this, wait. I'm going to make this 5,000, so that's already making it a little, actually that's not that much. 628. 628. So that's that. And then we got all the other ones from before. We got 1,000, billion, octillion, 1,000 again, 5, 5 and 5 again for E and F, 8, 8 for G, H, I, no J or K, L for million, well, L, M, N, O for million, septillion, P, Q, billion, quadrillion, Q, R, 6, S, T for septillion again, oh, and 8, I guess, U quadrillion, V for 5, W for 20, X for 6, 9, Y for 20, and then no Z. So this is the lowest number I can think of that uses 23 letters of the alphabet. If you can think of anything lower, then yeah. So I hope you enjoyed, and that means the most consecutive letters you can get is 14, because you can just use all of them, except for, you know, the ones that you literally can't. You can use all of the 23 that aren't J, K, or Z, so obviously that means you can use 14 consecutive. So yeah, that's the video. I'll try to look for the most common and all whole numbers some other day. But this is the answer. This is my answer. This has 23 unique letters. That's crazy. All right. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you the next time. Bye.